Hi, everybody. Welcome to the PM Love channel, where you're more than welcome to hit the like or subscribe button. You're more than welcome to leave comments about anything that is discussed here on the channel. This is my third video as to why I quit nursing. I am a soft girl at my heart. I enjoy taking walks. I like picking flowers. I say daily affirmations to myself. I meditate. I prioritize sleep. And I enjoy the benefits of having a 9 to 5 job or 7 to 7 job to take care of myself. I don't believe in struggle culture. I don't believe in harassment culture. And what all of this has shown me over the years is just how miserable people are. Think about how miserable you have to be to harass someone for years and years on end, from place to place to place. That's misery. And as a Christian, it's also a form of idolatry, where people are hyper focused on you and want to bring just negative experiences to you because they can. That's what I've discovered in the last couple of years. You know, being harassed has put me in situations that nurses normally aren't in. It has put me in a place to deal with people that most people like me, with my earning capacity and my professional background, are not usually exposed to. So that has been tough, dealing with tough people who are into miserable things, harassing and lying and just treating someone like they're less than is what I've seen from a lot of nurses. And by no means am I less than. I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy, and I've had to do a lot of work on my self-esteem to not let the drama and trauma affect me. But at this point, it seems like it's a constant, this idolatry, this negative focus on me and bringing me problems and difficulties and challenges from people that I don't know. That is what has been really just mind-blowing about this, because I'm thinking I'm walking into decent nursing opportunities only to find someone there has received some insight about me before I got there, only to find that someone there has received this negative commentary about me being a nurse who has neglected patients, and I'm just trying to cover it up, just trying to get out of living a hard life, all this stuff. It's been a lot to deal with it because I don't do popularity. I'm not into popularity. I don't care who likes me or who doesn't like me. And so to be living to get the approval of some nurses who have gained what they call inside knowledge is painstaking. I don't have to prove myself. I've been a nurse for 20 some years. It's obvious that I know what I'm doing. It's obvious that I'm not out here fooling, wilding out, making a disgrace of the profession. So the harassment from anyone, male or female, is just dumbfounding. And so I've had to work very, very hard to maintain just a soft presence in life, because this is all very hardcore stuff. People are taking a very hardcore negative stance toward me. And it's hard to elaborate on. It's hard to just truly express the depths of what has happened to me. All of this in the name of nursing, all of this just to live and earn a living. It's just way too much. And again, I quit. I don't want people making a big deal out of me and the negative. Make a big deal out of the article that was written about me. Make a big deal out of the interview that I had. Make a big deal about me appearing on a radio station in Detroit. Make a big deal about that, because that's positive, that's good, that's kind. The negative aspects of success are overwhelming because people feel like they have the right to subject you to harsh treatment, to harsh living, to harsh situations because you're some kind of outlaw, because you're just some kind of outcast. And that's wild, because there are millions of nurses in this country that no one ever pays attention to, that no one ever bothers in this sense. There are nurses who have diverted drugs on the job and been directed to diversion programs, who have been given a chance to work in peace without being harassed. So how do you explain me, a person who has shown year after year after year that I'm not the person to walk off the job, I'm not the person to neglect patients? How do you get around the psychodrama of nurses using that as an excuse to be mean or to humiliate you? I've been humiliated so many times taking these job opportunities and feeling like I have the chance to work and earn a living, only to see some miserable nurse harping on the past, using that as a reason for us not to go forward in peace. I enjoy living peacefully. And it's nothing peaceful about being harassed and bothered by people just day after day, nonstop, year after year. I have no idea who these people are until they show me who they are. And when they show me who they are, I believe it. And, I end the situation. But my question is, why carry on like this for year after year after year? I'm not a threat to anyone. I just want to live and work in peace and get my money. So I quit. Because people have shown me that not even in nursing, outside of nursing, just healthcare professionals as a whole. I have a certification to practice as a behavioral therapist, meaning I could earn maybe $20 an hour going into a facility and supervising kids or adults who have mental health issues. I have a cognitive behavioral therapy practitioner certificate that is very useful in the field of therapy, because I could assimilate techniques, assimilate, plans, and be helpful to a therapist or someone who is working with patients who are practicing DBT therapy, or even practicing CBT therapy, which is what the certificate is for. But the techniques are transferable. So what I've seen is people block my ability to earn money because of this overwhelming desire by people to spread lies about me being a healthcare professional who has neglected others. We all know that didn't exist. The reality of the situation is that I'm not going to stay in any job where I'm receiving threats of violence. And no one is really seeing that as the issue, when it is. The issue is threats of violence and how that could make anyone scared enough to leave a facility. You mean to tell me I'm supposed to sit and wait for this man to kick my butt because I got patience? Make that make sense. There's a clear threat on me, on the nurse, the practitioner. And, they tried to say there was a security guard there. They tried to say that there were things in place that could have protected me. I didn't see anybody that even liked me from the time I entered the building. So what I'm dealing with is the feelings of being rejected by this woman who evidently is angry, miserable, mad, showing her dislike for me by not, giving me my password. That doesn't say that you're going to protect me. That doesn't say that anyone is thinking about doing the right thing toward me. And as someone in the soft girl area, I'm looking for protection. I'm looking for people who want to do the right thing, not this wicked form of idolatry where you're constantly walking me into situations for people to show me how miserable they are. I don't care what anyone says. I quit. I quit trying to battle against people who are opposing me in so many different directions. I quit trying to deal with people who have made me their idol their negative idol that they're just going to harass and bother and play games with. I think that just shows, the conflict-ridden state of America right now. It just shows the hostile state of America right now. It just shows the poor relationships that people are allowing to flourish in America right now. And I don't want no parts of it. My life doesn't have to include that. It just doesn't. And, I'm just saying that it's time out in every sense of the word for me to be experiencing such negativity. It's time out for whatever underground system of communication that these people have continued to operate in for years after year. I am dumbfounded as to how this information keeps traveling from person to person to person. I get it, people do background checks, but you're checking my background. People are checking my background and not asking me what happened. They're just making these decisions about me based upon some erroneous claims from the Board of Nursing. And that's just too much for me to bear the burden, like I'm just this horrible person, like I'm just this person incapable of working, like I'm this person who just deserves to be bothered. I'm not. I do good things. I put out good things. I produce good things. I'm a positive person. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I would give you my right arm if you needed it, that I would be there for you, that I seek to speak kind words to people all the time, that I enjoy people who love the Lord, that I enjoy doing the right thing and just being a good person to others. It makes no sense for me to keep having these poor quality relationships with others where I'm the target of their misery. I'm not a miserable person. I would never invite someone to an opportunity to work only to tell lies about how they've practiced so that I can continue in a negative cycle of berating them or humiliating them. I just don't have it in me to try to bring someone down so that I could look better. And that seems to be what is going on in nursing. People say that it's jealousy. I mean, look at the things that I've achieved. I received my first promotion in nursing as a 23-year-old. I got promoted to the position of assistant director of nursing as a 23-year-old. So I'm used to dealing with the processes of nursing. I'm used to dealing with the professional side of nursing. I've been used to that since I was 23 years old. I've been used to making a significant amount of money. And it's just odd to me that people want to squander the things that I've done in nursing and make it this big dramatic deal about something that really never existed. It is mind-blowing to see how many people want to join the harassment loop, how many people have taken the time to call me and let me know that they've been communicating with someone that I've worked with about, my work history, and that they want to offer an opportunity for me yet again to prove myself. I proved myself as a registered nurse, long time ago. And so I quit. I quit until people can look at me in the right way and move me out of this negative, what seems like a negative idol. It just not working for me. I'm in my soft girl era. And I've been in my soft girl era for a while. And dealing with all of this is not kind. It's not soft, and then the backdrop of all this is that I get men who want to compare themselves to me, who want to make a big deal about what I'm doing. And that's always painstaking because I'm not the one to disrespect men. I'm not the one to play around with men. I'm not the one to even, cross that boundary to allow men to have some kind of say-so into my life or what I'm doing unless we are intimately involved. But this situation has attracted men who want to add their negative 2 cents to the situation. Some men have brought me lots of insight as far as, how things should have been, brought me some insight as to how, to get out of the situation. But no one can explain to me this need that people have to harass and bother and lie and continue this negative cycle of me being some kind of crazed nurse out here hiding the fact that I neglected patients. That's just crazy. I have nothing to hide in the name of nursing. How could I? You know what I'm saying? I deal with people who check my background, who check my work history, and know that what I'm saying is valid and actual about it. Nobody's gonna live a life of shame and humiliation because some miserable people have gotten a hold of some information that is just not right. So I quit, and I'm just, ruminating about the past, which has led up to this present right now. I'm focused on the present. I'm grounded in the present. I meditate daily to keep my mind and my head on straight and to keep a positive attitude about this, because going through all of this can make you a bitter person, can make you a hateful person, because you just can't understand why it's like my name is in a grab bag of hatred, in a grab bag of harassment, in a grab bag of just people coming out of the woodwork, hopping on the train of treating me negatively. It just doesn't make sense. And so I quit. I don't want to live like this. I don't want to keep being bothered every turn. I don't want to keep dealing with, petty issues and petty people. This is petty to me. It is very petty, very tacky on behalf of a lot of nursing professionals. Excuse me, this hair is like itching my neck. But, it's just it's been a lot of miserable moments that I've kept to myself, a lot of humiliation that I've kept to myself, a lot of unexplained things that I've kept to myself. And I just don't feel like they match the person that I am. I'm worthy of good things. I'm worthy of positive things. I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of, a way to take care of myself that doesn't involve all of this drama and harassment. And so I quit. Yep. This video number 3, elaborating on the fact that I quit. I just can't deal with this no more. It's too insane. It's too hostile. It doesn't make sense. And it's not grounded in the truth. That's for real. And so, as a Christian, I just been praying for the people who have been involved in this. I just been praying, for the truth to divide and conquer. I've just been praying to keep myself away from people who want to bring negativity and drama to me. I've just been praying not to attract the wrong man, adding a negative situation to me. I've been praying not to just go back on my promise to myself to live a soft life. All this just isn't working for me, so I quit.